Today, I'm going to explain on why the world is changing due to COVID-19 and with the new norm from the Chinese astrology perspective. It is also based on the astronomical phenomenon of a great conjunction. This is an important video which will impact everyone. Do watch this video to the end to have a better insights on what to expect in the future. Do subscribe to this channel to be notified on the future video on how Chinese astrology and the five element energy affect us and how to apply these elements to achieve a harmonious life. Chinese astrology is based on the studies of the five planets movement that are visible from the Earth, which is Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. The time taken for each planet to orbit around the Sun is not equal depending on its distance from the Sun. The further away the planet, the longer it will take to orbit the Sun. Earth will take 365 days, Jupiter about 12 years, and Saturn is about 30 years. There will be a time where the two largest planets, which is Jupiter and also Saturn, will align with the Earth, which happens every 20 years once. This alignment is an astronomical phenomenon known as synodic cycle or the Great Conjunction. The alignment of the two biggest planets in the solar system will cause an energy shift and will impact the Earth energy planet because of the two very huge gravitational force that is very strong. The shift in the energy pattern in every 20 years was already observed since ancient times. Record has been made that there will be a major event change when the two planets meet each other. The most recent great conjunction was on 21st December 2020, where the distance of Saturn and Jupiter is the nearest in 400 years. It was believed that this phenomenon coincided with the birth of Jesus Christ. Therefore, it was also known as the Christmas stars when the two objects meet to form what it looks like one bright star in the sky. Each 20-year cycle, which is a period, has a ruling element with its characteristics. We shall take a look at each period's element from 20th century onwards. Period 4 is a wood element from 1920s to 1940s, and period 5 is earth element from 1940s to 1960s. To be specifically, all the periods officially starts on 1924, that means to 1944, which means that the 4 years in between is a transition period. And in each transition period, there's always a major change. We shall take a look at what are the major shift events in the next few slides. In 1960s to 1980s is period 6, and the governing element is metal. In 1980s to 2000s was period 7 with a governing element metal, and in 2000s to 2020s or until 2024, which the transition already starts now as we have studied before, is period 8. Currently we are in period 8 with an earth period. In modern times, we can track the great conjunction that happens to the world from 20th century, which is 1920s, World War One, that was a wood period. Do note that the transition between periods will take about 3 to 4 years. Therefore, World War One in 2020s takes about 4 years to end. The transition from wood to earth elements from period 4 to period 5 in 1940s is a major element change from wood to earth. Therefore, there is a more major event, which is World War II, affected all nations worldwide, started in 1940s and ended with the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Period 5 to period 6 transitions, which happens in 1960s, are the civil rights movements and also the Vietnam War. In the 1980s, the transition to period 7, human immunodeficiency virus infection or acquired immunodeficiency syndrome HIV/AIDS starts to surface. And this is a transition of metal to metal, which is same element. Therefore, the shift was not that drastic. We transition into the present period 8 starting from year 2000s, and at that time there was a major event happened, which is a 9/11 incident, which changed the global airport security system. Let's take a look at the current period, which is known as period 8 from the year 2004 transition to the year 2020s, or officially will be 2024, the period 9 for the current transition. The changes from the period 8 to period 9 will be huge, as Saturn and Jupiter is the closest in the 200 years. The official new period 9 is actually a fire period, which will start in 2024 but currently is already in transition according to the Chinese calendar. It is the era of the rise of the phoenix, where middle-aged women will be very prominent. If you are interested to learn more about period 9, do subscribe to this channel. Let's take a closer look at the current Earth energy transitioning from period 8 to period 9 and what to expect. Each period is influenced by one type of the 5 elements. The current period 8 is governed by Earth or mountain, which starts in the early 2000s or around 2000s, where it is about young men's dominance, where you can see people like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Michael Dell, and Mike Zuckerberg are very prominent at the period, and is dominated by financial boom, property boom, where knowledge is power, and also at the time there was also a SARS outbreak to trigger the starts of the period besides the 9/11 incidents. Currently, we already start to see the major shift of the energy from the earth energy to the period 9 fire energy with the great conjunction, which is the closest in a few hundred years. This means that the changes will be even greater. Therefore, COVID-19 suddenly started to pose threats to almost the entire population in the world. COVID is a trigger point to the new norm for the next 20 years. The classics in the Chinese astrology has stated that period 9 is about middle-aged women, and fire also represents technology. We can see that technology has advanced in leaps and bounds with social media, the online world, and also we can see that the women such as Angela Merkel, Kamala Harris, Mary Barra became the CEO, the first CEO of a very traditional American company, GM, and also young women entrepreneurs such as Sarah Berkeley, the founder of Specs. We've enjoyed a stable employment for the past 50 years, like a stable mountain, and the current employment situation is already like a flickering fire, where it is employment for needs instead of employment for lives. Things will start to move very fast, and there will be a lot of jobs being impacted. Traditional jobs such as management, finance will change, and instead the focus will now be on technology, AI, computer. The industries that perform well in period 9, the fire period, will be technology such as blockchain, AI, healthcare, and well-being related to spiritual awareness. Virtual reality include cryptocurrency and also the beauty industries to serve the upcoming women's market. These are the top 3 skills on mitigating the employment risk in the next 20 years. Since the next 20 years is the era of the middle-aged women, women will be in the key management position, and very high chance you will need to report to a women boss. Therefore, learn how to work with women superior is an essential skill. More about this in my next video. And if you love your job, I am sure you do not want to miss the next video. Therefore, do subscribe to my channel. Number 2, we already have a lot of knowledge available everywhere in online world, in YouTube. Therefore, do learn how to apply knowledge or masters the subject based on application, or learn from somebody who has real life experience to share, such as me, rather than just book knowledge. Number 3, using an unconventional method such as Chinese astrology to give you the unfair advantage over your competitors. Chinese astrology can help you to find your super talent, life energy, to solve problem, hire the right person, and using the energy also to get management's attention. Do connect with me to find out more, or you can find out more in my website. In fact, the study of Chinese astrology will be very prominent in period 9. Since this is also the period of fire, most of us will have to work non-stop to keep the fire burning. Therefore, ensure that you have the right stamina and the energy to keep the fire burning or to keep working. You can get in touch with me for free analysis of your base energy and your super talent for a limited time only. You can click on the link given below this video. Finally, I hope that you have benefited from this video. Do like, comment, and share and subscribe to this channel, which enable you to achieve a harmonious and balanced life. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.